I really think that being nice is more important than being beautiful. People always ask me, what is so interesting about Vietnam? What is so impressive about Vietnam? And I say the people are beautiful. That is one of the things that literally stands out, and also that sometimes they're nice. That's what I think. Sometimes I wish I was as beautiful as a lot of Vietnamese people. My face is dirty. Oh my goodness. What is this? Ah, man. Sometimes I wish I just had, the ability to get rid of my beard faster. I always grow hair on my face. You want to ask me, how do you feel about the weather in Saigon? I feel that sometimes the weather in Saigon is too hot, and sometimes the weather is too rainy. Yeah, too wet. Sometimes the weather in Saigon is too hot, sometimes too wet. Yeah. Saigon is usually too hot. Even when it's rainy, it tends to be too hot. Oh, I do a little. Sometimes I do. But sometimes I don't know, sometimes it's hard. Because I get really sweaty when it's too hot. And then you can only do so much when it's too hot. Like you could take off clothes, but then you can only take so much clothes off when it's too hot. Now, if the weather is cold, that might be more okay, because if it's too cold, you can always put more clothes on. But when it gets too hot, you can only take so much clothes off. It's like until you're naked. Then what do you do? If it's too hot, and you need like water, and you need ice, you need fans, you need the AC, air conditioning. But I think I like hot. I like hot more. I like hot more than anything else. And it's okay if I get a little bit of a sun tan, if I get a little bit of a sunburn. I don't mind if my skin turns a little black, a little brown. I'm not like a Vietnamese person. I don't have to cover my face up. I don't have to put a coat on. I'm okay if my skin turns color a little. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Next time you talk, your name in a Bible.
Yeah. Yeah. My name is in the Bible. There's at least 2 people with my name in the Bible. There is a man named Joseph, the son of Jacob.
The son of
Jacob,
Jacob.
son of Jacob. He is an important man in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, the first book of the Bible, of the Old Testament. Joseph, he had about 12 brothers, and his brothers did not like him, and they sold him, and he was a slave, and he had to work for other people since he was about 12 years old, and he had to work for like 30 years or so, many years, and he had to live in another country. They were in the Middle East. They were in Israel, which you call Palestine, and he was sold to Egypt in Africa. In Africa, there's a country called Egypt. 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 And then he became friends with the king, the pharaoh, and he was able to tell the pharaoh about his dreams, and he was able to help the people in the country in Egypt where they have the big pyramids. You know, pyramids are like, it's like a triangle of a building, a big triangle building in the sand, in the desert. There are these big buildings in Egypt, in Africa, in the sand, in the desert where it's really, really hot. They have these big buildings and stuff.
Desert.
Yeah, you know this triangle? Oh, I'm sorry. So it's like, you know, triangle. You know? Yeah, like that. You know, it's like that. It's like a building, but it looks like a triangle. A triangle. And then later on, yeah, like that. And then later on, Joseph's family were back in like Israel, or maybe not actually Israel. Wasn't Israel yet. It was like this a place in that area, and they were starving. So his family, Joseph's family, were starving. They did not have food. There was a famine. There was a drought. They need food, and they came to Joseph in Egypt, and he was able to give them food and able to help them a lot. And then there's another Joseph later who was the father of Jesus. The father of Jesus, his name is Joseph. Joseph, my name. Father of Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Joseph.
Yeah. That's right.
And his wife is Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.